Sure enough, humans are utterly fascinating.
Hello, not Girahim?
Yes, fascinating indeed.
Griegr?
Would that Yurth tried a little harder to make nice with you. My name is Logger Valkios, and as you've noted, I am a Griegr. Allow me to offer my thanks for that most entertaining spectacle you showed me.
Entertaining? You screwing with us?
After hearing that Evie had absconded, I gave pursuit out of mild curiosity. It really is quite a feat that you were able to resist Yurth's spell, even if inadvertently. The humans who are capable of that are few and far between, you know.
Gee, thanks.
But when I got here, oh, did that red-headed mono-wielder steal the show. I couldn't have dreamed that he'd managed to turn our converted Griegr back into humans.
Were you a human once too? I doubt it.
Me? Oh no, I'm a purebred Griegr. In fact, most Griegr are like me, I'll have you know.
That power that fixed Doki doesn't look too hard to get a handle on. So how's about I use it to see if you're telling the truth?
Oh my, how very frightening. But, unlike Yurth, I don't think so little of humans that I'll risk a fight I may lose. As such, I've no intention of indulging you here and now.
What?
Consider that stone monument over there. You see, I simply adore the stories spun by the threads of human lives. And now, I find myself deeply invested in the saga that you, Adol and Karja, will weave. To kill you right at its beginning would only deprive me of valuable reading material.
That's so funny.
Well, aren't you full of yourself?
That's probably part of it, but also, I think he's actually serious.
Ah, as proof of my friendly intent, how about I share some information with you?
These, like human-like Griegr giving me major high crawl vibes.
The reason Yurth attacked Karnak was to search for someone who makes for a suitable vessel.
Sus word.
Vessel?
And did she find this vessel?
Alas, no. And so, Yurth went and transformed every denizen unfit for the role into a Griegr. They've since been added to our flotillas to aid in our search for said vessel. And we'll be deploying those flotillas to every corner of Obelia Gulf.
What? The whole Gulf?
Quite so. If you intend to rescue the townsfolk, you're obligated to chase us down.
Well, then we'll do just that.
Ooh, truly a line worthy of a hero. The greater the difficulties you face, the richer your story will be. Please do your best to add in some twists and turns I won't be expecting. And with that, I take my leave. Until we meet again.
He can turn into mist?
Hold it, you!
That's gonna be hard to deal with.
He disappeared?
That was one weird Griegr.
Damn it. I just know he's gonna be more of a pain to deal with than Yurth.
Either way, we definitely gotta let the Balta Seaforce know about this. We should head back to your island ASAP, yeah?
No, chat, who in chat says ASAP instead of ASAP? Like, am I insane? I was under the impression that no one says ASAP. They say ASAP.
Good point. We're pretty much done with the raid anyway. Adol, let's head back to the Sondras for now and report to Philia.
Sounds like a plan to me. Oh, we're back.
All right, then. That proves you saw everything the runestone had to tell. I did hear from the Jarl that they could trigger visions of what they're about. But wow, you two actually experienced it.
Yeah.
In any event, good job, you two. It was a little unorthodox, but with this, you've completed the rite without incident.
No, there were plenty of incidents.
Philia, was it? I'm sure this rite or whatever is important, but,
Shouldn't we hurry up and head back already? We need to report everything that happened.
True. We've got a lot to mull over now. The situation's even more dire than we realized. Sorry there's no time for you to rest, but let's shake a leg and depart.
all right. I'll help out too.
Dogi! We got our boy Dogi back! The rite was complete, but no one was in a mood for celebration. The information from Consonant Man weighed heavily on their minds. Once the Sandris was made ready, they immediately set sail for Balta Island. As they sailed, Adol could feel a dark pit of anxiety slowly growing in his chest.
And so, we welcome our new brother to our ranks. Adol the Red, step forward. Adol the Red, huh? That nickname's pretty on the nose.
Well, if that's the style we're going for these days, then I guess you'd be Horik the Unfaithful.
Come on now, Granny. Now there's a straightforward nickname. I'm sure even I'll be able to remember that one.
At any rate, the real work starts here, Adol the Red.
Aye. Since the rite is over, you're one of our fellow brethren now.
Give it your all.
Right then, that takes care of that. Today's main topic is the info Adol the Red brought back for us.
Adol and Karja reported everything they'd learned during the rite to the members of the Thing. The fact that had turned Karnik's residence into Griegr, as well as the Griegr search for someone suited to serve as a vessel. All of this shocking information was enough to send even the typically stalwart Normans into an uproar. Due to these dire circumstances, the logical next topic of discussion became how best to deploy the Balta Seaforce in response.
Hey, hold on! The deal was that if Karnak's attacked, the Balta Seaforce is supposed to protect it! In what world is rescuing the people who live there not a part of that?
And just how are we supposed to find them? They could be spread across the entire Gulf by now.
Rather than blindly searching for those who've gone missing, we ought to fortify our position and assess the enemy. I believe that to be our best option given the current situation.
Hold on just a second. I agree that protecting Balta Island is important, yes. But I'm sure there's some information we can only find by getting out there and searching. Our goal wouldn't be to defeat the enemy, but to quickly skirmish with them, gather intel, and then retreat.
So a recon of what they can do, then. I do like that idea better. In that case, any volunteers for Philia's idea?
Me! Pick me!
I'll do it.
Now hold on a second here.
We need both of the peerless pair here on the island to beef up our defenses.
That is true. We don't know when or how the enemy will attack.
Aye, good point. Azure Eye Karja, Adol the Red. No one fits the bill better than these two. In fact, Adol's already proven his ability to bring back info, and that's something we hold in high regard. Wouldn't you say, brothers and sisters?
Are you sure it's okay to send them? This is a dangerous role.
I'm sending them because it's dangerous. They're both mana users, green as they may be.
Crimson?
Oh. Sounds like there's no objections, then. All right, Karja. Adol, as of this moment, I conscript the two of you and the Sandras into the Balta Seaforce as our fly-in squadron. Your mission is to travel throughout Obelia Gulf and gather info on the Griegr. Engage them in skirmishes if you must, but your #1 priority is bringing back intel. You can do that, right?
We will do it. Right, Adol?
Let us rescue the Karnak townsfolk, too.
Adol.
Oh?
You're a real glutton for punishment, you know that, kid? All right, fine. Just make sure you understand what comes first and foremost. You're Karja's shield brother now. You go and get your priorities mixed up, and I'll kill you myself.
Seems fair.
Right then. After this, all other members of the Balta Seaforce assemble in the port. With that, today's thing is adjourned. Thank you, brothers and sisters, for your time.
Here you are, everyone.
Oh man, this looks great!
That super whatever right there looks like a JPEG, bro.
Miss Karja, Adol, congratulations on completing the rite.
Thanks, Easer. Never could have imagined I'd get my first shield brother quite like this, though.
A lot happened, so it is what it is.
I don't want to hear that from you, of all people.
What will be, will be.
Anyhow, let's watch each other's backs, brother.
Out of curiosity, which one of you is older? You're 17, right, Adol?
I'm 17 too. Why does it matter, though?
Well, now that you two are siblings, I was wondering who's the big one and who's the little one.
Dogi's right. This is very important information. It'll change the entire dynamic of this relationship going forward. Also, wait, I said we were married earlier. We can't be siblings. Wait, no, this has all gone horribly wrong.
I've been in the Balta Seaforce for a while, whereas Adol's a newcomer. So that makes me the big sister and Adol the little brother. There, glad that's settled.
Oh yeah, sure, whatever.
Don't give me that. Were you even paying attention? You know, we still haven't settled our score yet. Let's figure out which of us is stronger once and for all.
Miss Karja, please don't. The title of Shield Brethren is meant to denote a strong bond of unity between two people on the battlefield. Both members are equals, with neither being above the other.
Oh, I think I get it.
More importantly, shouldn't you be deciding your next steps now?
Fine, fine.
By the way, I'll be helping out aboard the Sandras. I might not be much help against the Griegr, but I'm sure I can still put these muscles to good use for you.
Is Dogi not going to be like a party member who can punch stuff for us? That's sad if true. Although with the way they've set up the duo combat and all, I bet it would be kind of difficult to add a bunch more party members. Surely the whole game isn't just going to be the two of like just Adol and Karja though, right? I wonder how they're going to tackle that. I guess we'll see.
Looking forward to working with you two.
I've seen firsthand just how strong you are.
I've also received permission from the Jarl to accompany you. I have some knowledge of marine navigation, and I can help out with various chores on board.
Oh? I'm surprised Grimson gave you leave.
I'm sure he's just worried about his daughter's well-being, yeah?
Knowing him? Not a chance. He's probably only sending Easer along to keep me in line.
I can't comment on that.
Anyway, that makes a crew of 4 hands for the Sandras so far. Ah, you're coming too, Hoogle? Make that 4 hands and 1 wing.
This is the fattest raven I've ever seen. Caw!
Even with the extra wing, we're still pretty short of a full crew.
True. We need to find more people to help out.
Wait! Don't forget about me!
You?
You're gonna come with us?
Yeah, I worked my butt off convincing Gunnar. As the stand-in for Karnak's mayor, I'm coming with you to help rescue the townsfolk.
Stand-in? I thought you didn't see eye to eye with your old man.
Hearing what Adol said at the thing got me thinking. Well, wondering more like about what I can do to help.
You do understand that we'll only be saving people as the situation allows, right? We can't afford to go out of our way for them.
I get that. But I know that as long as we're out there, there'll be chances to find them. If Adol's going, then I can't just sit here doing nothing.
After all, I'm the mayor... member of the local militia.
Well, it's better than no one.
Well, that remains to be seen. We'll see if it's better than no one or not.
Adol, let's get some rest. We depart tomorrow morning. Everyone, get your things together, and we'll see you on the Sandras.
Does Dogi have any things? Dogi and, I immediately forgot his name. It starts with a G. The mayor's son. Why can't I remember his name? It's like Gren or Gurn or something? Whatever. Do they even have any things? They shouldn't even have any things. Anything they had was left in Karnak. And so Adol and Karja were recognized as Shield brothers. In spite of being a foreigner, Adol was also drafted as a member of the Balta Seaforce. Their mission, as decided at the Thing, was a fierce one, but it was also a first step toward uncovering the mysteries of Abelia Gulf, the first step of a new adventure. No, not Gunnar. Gunnar is the peerless dude. I'm talking about the guy we were literally just talking to, the son of the mayor. Lying on the floor, wrapped in a fur blanket and listening to the steady rhythm of Karja's breathing, Adol closed his eyes and tried to hold back the feeling of excitement growing in his chest. Your affinity with Karja is increased. Let's go! Certain events will raise your affinity with Karja and other allies. Affinity can also be raised by giving presents. Getting closer to your companions might even unlock special stories known as interludes. Ooh, is this hair statue cute? Or is this horror statue cute? Okay, interlude sounds fun. Side quests. Chapter 2 complete. All right, we got through 2 chapters today. Not bad. Shield Brethren. What's chapter 3 called? The following morning. Also, hopefully I'll be able to save the game here in a second. Where the light leads.
So the princess is finally setting off in a ship of her own, eh?
Yeah, though I never saw it going quite like this.
I said it before, but it bears repeating. This ship is far from being proper seaworthy. Even if you're just going out to scout, she'll only be able to take you so far. Easer, till these young pups get a bit more sailing under their belts, don't let them do nothing crazy, got it?
Understood.
So, where are we headed first? Even if we can't go all across Obelia just yet, there's still a pretty wide stretch of water to cover, right?
Got some info about that you might find useful. Last night, a patrol boat saw some ships heading due south. The Undying Fleet.
Short for undying idiot bastards who are too stupid to stay down fleet, as I recall.
Language!
That is what they are, to be fair.
Gren, his name was Gren.
Rolls right off the tongue, huh? Anyway, Undying Fleet's how we're gonna refer to them from now on.
Guessing Grimson's responsible for that one?
For us Normans, there's honor to dying bravely in battle. That's because we know that after death, we'll be called to Walhalla by Har himself. So undying is a word we've got nothing but contempt for.
Makes sense.
At any rate, the Undying Fleet seems to be headed to the south of Obelia Gulf.
Then that's where we're headed too.
If you're going that way, be sure to watch for the Tyrant.
The what?
It's how we refer to a difficult-to-navigate area of Obelia Gulf, where ocean flow and tidewaters meet.
You try and go through the Tyrant with this old gal in the state she's in, and she'll be torn to splinters.
If that's the case, then we'll have to limit our investigation to the areas outside the Tyrant.
Better that than nothing. Besides, our crew's not experienced enough to handle it, even with a better ship. We'll just have to start our search outside the Tyrant, and try to build the Sandras up as we go.
Yep, that's about the size of it.
Okay, everyone. Once you're ready, board the Sandras.
Sounds like a plan to me. Before that, here's something for you. Paper? What's this? Purchase order for necessary materials. Supplies are sparse right now, but some volunteers on the island managed to scrape a few together. Think of it as an upfront investment in a new pair of shield brethren. Holders should have them readied up right about now. Just fetch me the materials and I'll do another basic refitting for you. What? Why us? That's not how it went last time. Well, last time I got advance payment and a tight deadline, so I took care of it myself. But you just might have to ask for help from someone other than me down the road. In which case, there's no harm learning the proper commissioning process from start to finish. Or were you just planning to let us spoon feed you for the rest of your life? Of course not. That settles it then. So you want to get started now or what? Gotta do at least the bare minimum, yada yada yada. First you have to pick up some materials from it. Yeah, we'll bring it right over. Alright then, be counting on you to get it done. Receive material purchase order. I tell you, carrying those supplies is murder on the old back. That's why jobs like these are better left for you young folk. Ah well, that's what we got Dogi for. Figured you were just using us as your gophers. Ah, it's no big deal. Stuff like this builds character. There anything the rest of us can help with? Well, how's about you and Muscles over there lending me a hand with the carpentry prep?
Leave it to me.
On it. Good luck with the supply run, you two. Good grief. It's just over at Holger's place, right? We might as well be quick about it.
All right.
Quest,
let's
getting
do this.
shipshape started. Let's go. Side quests. Quests will appear as the story progresses. Press square to initiate them. Completing quests can earn you various rewards. Keep an eye out, though, as some are only available for a limited time. Got it. Alright, can I just save the game from anywhere? Because it is definitely time to wrap up. Yep, it says save at the top right. New save data. Oh, we haven't saved it all, and there are no quick saves. Well, I'm glad that, that worked out. Alright, Chapter 3. Difficulty hard seems to be going pretty well. Boss fights can be a little rough, but that's kind of what you want out of boss fights usually, right? But, yeah, looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. So, I'm loving it so far. Wise 10 Nordics is a lot of fun gameplay-wise. I'm interested in the story and the characters. Looking forward to more. Looking forward to more. But, yeah, thanks for watching. Be sure to check the description for links and whatnot. And I'll catch you next time for more Wise 10 Nordics. Until then, farewell.